16-year-old Aaron Vale had no idea that tonight, a single download would shatter his reality. He'd heard the whispers in hidden forums about an experimental RPG called Echoes of You. They said it responded to a player's deepest intentions, a claim Aaron dismissed as just clever marketing. But when he launched the game, his screen pulsed like a heartbeat, and a message appeared: "This game reflects who you are. Choose wisely." Aaron just snorted and clicked start. He was about to learn that every moral choice he made in this digital world would ripple into his real life with terrifying accuracy. The game opened in a burning village. A child was crying for help while a thief, clutching stolen supplies, tried to escape. Justice or compassion? Aaron chose compassion. He saved the child and let the thief go, thinking nothing of it. But the next morning, a news alert flashed on his phone. A local store had been robbed. The suspect's description, the jacket color, the scar on his face, it was a perfect match for the thief in the game. A chill crawled up Aaron's spine. It had to be a coincidence, right? That night, he found himself back in the game. A new choice: a wounded NPC pleaded for medical aid, but a shady faction leader offered Aaron rare gear if he just walked away. Tempted, Aaron still chose kindness. He refused the bribe and saved the man. A message appeared: "Your choice will be reflected." An hour later, his phone lit up. His sick neighbor, who'd been struggling for months, had just received emergency medical aid from an anonymous donor. Aaron stared at the screen, stunned. Was this game predicting events, or was it causing them? Curiosity twisted into obsession. He had to test its limits. Aaron decided to choose a darker option. During a treacherous mountain mission, he betrayed a companion. In-game, it just lowered a trust meter. But in real life, the consequence was a gut punch. His best friend since childhood suddenly stopped speaking to him, blocking him on every app without a single word of explanation. Aaron was shaken, terrified of what his next choice might trigger. But the game only tightened its grip, presenting decisions that mirrored his own inner conflicts. Lie or tell the truth, steal or earn, abandon or protect. Every time, the real world shifted in eerie synchrony. His grades rose after he chose honesty in a dialogue tree. Money vanished from his wallet after he stole an in-game relic. It was small at first, but the stakes kept getting higher. One night, he faced a pivotal choice. An NPC, accused of treachery, was about to be executed. Frustrated with his real-life loneliness and feeling the darkness grow inside him, Aaron condemned the NPC without any evidence. He felt a rush of power in the game, but the next morning, he woke up to discover his favorite teacher had been fired after a false accusation spread online. Guilt gnawed at him. He finally understood. The game wasn't just predicting his morality, it was testing and amplifying it. It was shaping the lives around him like a puppeteer pulling invisible strings. He tried to uninstall it, but the game anticipated him. A new message flashed on screen: "You cannot quit who you are." The screen locked. Aaron was forced to continue, dragged into a new chapter titled, "The Real World is the Final Level." The choices became disturbingly personal. Help a stranger crying in a marketplace. Confront a digital bully harassing a young NPC. Reveal a painful truth or hide it for personal gain. And with every choice, the consequences in the real world hit harder, faster, deeper. He helped an NPC creature, and the next day, an injured dog in his neighborhood was miraculously healed. He made a cruel dialogue choice, and a classmate was viciously humiliated online. He spared a thief in the game, and his mother's lost wallet was returned. Every moral action was mirrored in reality, a flawless reflection of his darkest or brightest impulses. Then came the ultimate trial. His in-game avatar, which now looked and sounded almost exactly like him, was confronted by a council of spectral judges. They declared his final mission: choose who you want to be. Two paths appeared. The path of light offered compassion, sacrifice, and responsibility with no guaranteed rewards. The path of shadow promised power, control, and selfish gain with instant in-game dominance. Aaron froze. He knew this choice wouldn't just change his digital world, it would rewrite his real life permanently. He backed away from the keyboard in fear, but a voice whispered through his headset, "You already know your true nature." He wanted to choose the path of light, but doubt flooded his mind. What if choosing good meant losing everything? What if choosing evil was the only way to protect himself from a world that had already betrayed him? As panic tightened his chest, the screen split into, each path flickering like a twin destiny. He hovered his cursor over the path of light and saw a vision of himself alone, struggling, sacrificing endlessly while others thrived around him. Then he moved to the path of shadow. He saw himself powerful, feared, respected, untouchable. He hated how appealing it was, but he couldn't deny the temptation. As the clock ticked down, his heart pounded in his ears. He whispered, "I don't want to be weak anymore." He clicked the path of shadow. The screen plunged into blackness. Text appeared, "Your choice is made." The consequences unfolded over the next few days. Aaron suddenly gained social influence. People listened to him, obeyed him without question. His enemies faced inexplicable misfortunes. Opportunities lined up at his feet, but for every gift, there was a darker cost. His friend lost a scholarship. A stranger was fired from their job. A classmate was hospitalized after a freak accident. All these events eerily mirrored the ruthless decisions Aaron was now making in the game. He tried to undo the damage, to make gentler choices in the following missions, but the game only responded, "A shadow once cast cannot be unseen." His avatar shifted permanently, becoming a colder, darker version of himself. Every line of dialogue became subtly manipulative. Every quest reward was earned through dominance, not kindness. Aaron finally realized the horrifying truth. The game wasn't controlling reality. It was simply revealing who he truly was, peeling back the thin layers of morality he pretended to have. When Aaron finally confronted the game's final boss, he was staring at a mirror image of himself, a being shaped by every selfish choice he had ever made. The boss whispered, "You created me." As they fought, the game flickered violently, projecting visions of his real-life actions. He saw the people hurt by his decisions, the friends he abandoned, the trust he betrayed. Overwhelmed with regret, Aaron screamed, "I want to change." The game's reply was simple, "Then change." The battlefield dissolved into a blank white space. His avatar stood alone, awaiting a new ending, one that could only be unlocked through confession. Aaron had to admit his faults, his fears, his selfish choices, speaking them aloud into his microphone. With each confession, a piece of the digital world was restored, repairing both the game and reality in tandem. Finally, the screen displayed a final message: morality is not a game. IT is who you become every day. Echoes of You shut itself down permanently, leaving only a blank desktop. Aaron realized the game had never punished him. It had revealed him. It had forced him to confront the truth that every choice, big or small, shapes the world far beyond the moment it's made. From that night on, he vowed to choose better, not because the game demanded it, but because he finally understood that morality wasn't a system to be won, but a reflection of the person he chose to be. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe for more.